Hello, I'm Victoria Mackinlay and I'm delighted to be participating in Booktopia's International Children's Book Day special. I'm here today to talk about my latest children's book, The Lion Who Came to Stay. This is a particularly special book to me because it is based on a true family story. When my grandfather was 8 years old, he was sent to boarding school in England because his parents were working overseas in India. It wasn't a very happy time for him, as you can imagine, an English boarding school in the 1930s, and in fact he used to cry himself to sleep every night cuddling a wooden hippo that his parents had sent him. My great-grandparents and my grandfather used to write to each other every week, and in one letter they told him they were coming home and asked him would he like a gift from India. And being an 8-year-old boy, he wrote back and said he would love an elephant. Now, my great-grandmother was at a dinner party that week with a Maharaja, and she recounted this anecdote that her 8-year-old son Francis had asked for a baby elephant. And the Maharaja responded, "Why don't you take my elephant? It can even play the mouth organ." Now, my great-grandmother actually considered this for a while, and then she thought, where would I get sugarcane in London to feed it? So she declined. But then the Maharaja came back and said that his lioness had just given birth to a litter of cubs, and would she like to take one of those home for Francis? And she wrote in her diary, this was impossible to resist. And that's how The Lion Who Came to Stay came to happen. My great-grandparents brought a lion home for Francis. And this story is the story of friendship, a remarkable friendship between a wild animal and a little boy. It's a story of separation, friendship, and I'm delighted that Scholastic Australia, the publisher, paired me with the amazing illustrator Rona Joy Gosh, who you may know from Mem Fox's or his collaboration with Mem Fox on I'm Australian Too, and with Kate and Joel Temple on the Bin Chicken books. He's an amazing illustrator, and he also has Indian heritage, which I think has brought a really sort of rich cultural palette to this book, which you can see in the illustrations as the lion, as we go backwards and forwards between London and England and India. I also love how he does different perspectives. So this is one of my favourite spreads, and it shows a bird's eye view of Francis writing to his parents. The other thing that I really love about the book is that they've actually managed to incorporate some of our family photos into the story. So you can see here some photos. And this is another lovely spread because the lion cub Sing in real life, he actually loved taking baths, not like a cat, he loved to be bathed. And so this is brought to life in this story. The Lion Who Came to Stay, it's really a magical story that's resonated so well because it's about wish fulfillment and it's about another era. I mean, I think it's very unlikely that a child, even if they wrote to Santa, would get a lion cub for Christmas. And it's been featured in Good Reading magazine, it's been covered by The Guardian, and it's also been featured on the Today Show. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks to Booktopia for having me. Happy reading to your children, and I wish you all a very happy International Children's Book Day.